to everybody from Living Lively. I hope you're well. Now today outside it's really rainy and horrible and a bit bleak and windy. Well, it is May and it does rain a lot in May, doesn't it? So I thought we'd do a nice jolly song to cheer everybody up. And we're going to do a song which I'm sure you are familiar with, either from the TV series, was it Sharpe or something like that, or from your childhood. So it's Tom, he was a piper's son, but you might know it as Over the Hills and Far Away. Okay. So this has got a little repeating phrase that sort of starts at the bottom, it climbs up and it goes down again, sort of like going up and down the stairs. And you will need to take a breath between each phrase so you don't get too puffed out. So I'll sing the first line and if you could sing it back. Tom, he was a piper's son. Can you try that? Tom, he was a piper's son. Now the next bit, he learnt to play when he was young. He learnt to play when he was young. Don't try that. He learnt to play when he was young. Now the next bit, but all the tune that he could play. But all the tune that he could play. So watch out for that jumpy bit. He could play. Now then we're going to go down. Was over the hill and far away. And there's hills, there's more than one hill. Was over the hills and far away. So that is the first verse. Okay, so let's try up to there. Tom, he was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young. But all the tune that he could play was over the hills and far away. Now the next bit is the chorus. And it starts up here. And it's going to go down. It goes like this. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Now in my version there is a little quaver rest between blow and my, so you might want to snatch a little breath there. I'll do that again. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Let's try that. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Okay, let's sing all the way up to there. See if we can do it without stopping. Tom, he was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young, but all the tune that he could play was over the hills and far away. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Okay, so that's verse 1. Verse 2, which I'm sure will make Hawker's Harmony people chuckle a bit. Tom with his pipe made such a noise that he pleased both the girls and boys. And they all stopped to hear him play over the hills and far away. And then it's the same as before. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. So you can hear that sort of steady beat. Maybe it's like Tom walking or something. So, okay, let's see if we can do this in little chunks. Tom with his pipe made such a noise. Can you try that? Tom with his pipe made such a noise that he pleased both the girls and boys. And the next bit, and they all stopped to hear him play over the hills and far away. And they all stopped to hear him play over the hills and far away. Keep going. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. So that is verse 2. Now verse 3 gets a bit silly. Tom played played his pipe with such good will that those who heard him could ne'er keep still. Okay, try and do it in chunks. Tom played his pipe with such good will that those who heard could ne'er keep still. Just try that. You really need your teeth in for this, don't you? That's why I'm trying to enunciate my words. Okay. Tom played with his pipe with such good will that those who heard him could ne'er keep still. As soon as he played, they began to dance. Now it gets really silly. In pigs on their hind legs began to prance. Okay, so let's do that again. So Tom played his pipe with such good will. I think I'm going to have trouble with this. Okay. Tom played his pipe with such good will that those who heard him could ne'er keep still. So we're right up to there. As soon as he played, they began to dance. As soon as he played, they began to dance. Now, silly bit. In pigs on their hind legs began to prance. In pigs on their hind legs began to prance. Now let's keep going. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Okay, so we've had the pigs, now we've got some cows. And there's somebody called Dolly who is milking her cow. So Dolly was milking her cow one day. Tom took out his pipe and began to play. Should we try that? Dolly. Dolly was milking her cow one day. Tom took out his pipe and began to play. So that's okay. So Doll and the cow danced the Cheshire round. So Doll and the cow danced the Cheshire round. Okay. So Doll and the cow danced the Cheshire round till the pail was broken and the milk ran on the ground. Oh, that's hard to fit in. Till the pail was broken and the milk ran on the ground. So I suppose the milk's running quickly, so we could do quick notes. Okay, so let's go from to Dolly was milking her cow one day. Let's go slowly. Dolly was milking her cow one day. Tom took out his pipe and began to play. So Doll and the cow danced the Cheshire round till the pail was broken and the milk ran on the ground. Yay! Over the hill and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Okay, so then it gets even sillier. He met Dame Trot with the basket of eggs. Tom used his pipe and she used her legs. Okay, he met Dame Trot with the basket of eggs. Tom used his pipe and she used her legs. He met Dame Trot with a basket of eggs. Tom used his pipe and she used her legs. She danced about till her eggs were all broke. She danced about till her eggs were all broke. She danced about till her eggs were all broke. She began to fret, but he laughed at the joke. That's not very nice, is it? She began to fret and he laughed at the joke. And try that. She began to fret and he laughed at the joke. Let's keep going. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Now then we've got the final verse in this version. There are loads of different versions of this. I seem to have found one with a lot of verses. Okay, but if you Google, you might find other verses. He saw a cross fellow who's beating an ass. Oh, that's not nice. All laden with pans, pots, dishes and... Well, it says glass, but that sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? You can't have arse and glass. Ass and glass. Okay, he saw a cross fellow who was beating an ass, all laden with pans, pots, dishes and glass. I have to say glass, okay. He took out his pipe and played them a tune, and the donkey's load was lightened full soon. Okay, very strange words. He saw a cross fellow who was beating an ass, all laden with pans, pots, dishes and glass. He took out his pipe and played them a tune, and the donkey's load was lightened full soon. Okay, right, okay, let's try up to there. Perhaps we need to break it into little bits. He saw a cross fellow who's beating an ass, all laden with pans, pots, dishes and glass. He took out his pipe and played them a tune, and the donkey's load was lightened full soon. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. And you're probably quite glad to know that is the end of the verses that I have got here. Shall we attempt to do it all the way through? Yeah, let's give it a go. Right, okay. Back to the beginning, all the way without stopping. Tom, he was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young, but all the tune that he could play was over the hill and far away. Over the hill and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Tom with his pipe made such a noise that he pleased both the girls and boys, and all they all stopped to hear him play over the hills and far away. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Tom played his pipe with such good will that those who heard him could ne'er keep still. As soon as he played, they began to dance. Even pigs on their hind legs began to prance. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. Dolly was milking her cow one day. Tom took out his pipe and began to play. So Doll and the cow danced a Cheshire round, till the pail was broke and the milk ran on the ground. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. He met Dame Trot with a basket of eggs. Tom used his pipe and she used her legs. She danced about till the eggs were broke. She began to fret and he laughed at the joke. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. He saw a cross fellow who's beating an ass, all laden with pans, pots, dishes and glass. He took out his pipe and he played them a tune, and the donkey's load was lightened full soon. Over the hills and a great way off, the wind will blow my top knot off. That was a very silly song for a rainy day. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'd be interested to know what other words you can find. And I'll see you another time. Many thanks. Bye.